The opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
It's time. It's time for
coffee time.
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 And here is your coffee time crew.
Well, good Tuesday morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee Time with Blind United. And today on the crew, we got Miss Brittany. Good morning, Britt.
Good morning.
And then we got Miss Carol. You there, Carol? Okay, and then we got Pedro.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Maybe
Taco
Carol,
Tuesday over here.
maybe Carol got herself muted or something. Hopefully she'll find her way back in. Again, sorry you guys, this month we do not have any interest groups today either. Next month we will, both the third and fourth Mondays. We'll have, or Mondays and Tuesdays, we'll have stuff in that place coming in February. Just a couple of the groups haven't started back up in January. So we'll be back with all of that, like I say, in February. But anyway, other than that, how's everybody doing this morning? Everybody's good?
We're doing great. Things are coming down over here with the fires, I believe. Is it the count is what, 24, 25 people?
Yeah, kind of last count I had was 24.
All right, I got Carol.
Okay.
Last
count I had was 24. But that was actually a couple of days ago, so it may have went up just a little bit. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
Sad, man. Really, really sad.
Really sad, yes. You don't know by any chance how many structures?
Well, I know in the one article that I do have that related to the fire, it has quite a few structures listed in there.
Okay, I heard a few thousand.
Yeah. There's man. Bottom line, millions, if not billions of dollars in property damage.
Okay.
It's I mean, bottom line, regardless of what your opinion is of how it started, whatever the case may be, man, this is not the time to be pointing fingers or whatever. It's about those first responders that are out there on the front lines fighting, trying to save whatever they can, you know what I'm saying? Putting their life at risk, all of that kind of stuff, man. So it's about the people trying to get out of there, them, their loved ones, their pets, all that other kind of stuff. And man, it's really a sad situation the way this stuff just keeps happening to us out here.
Okay. Yeah, it is sad. With the structures that that got burnt up, the people that got displaced and stuff like that. Hundreds and hundreds of people got displaced, lost their homes, lost family members and things like that.
So, well, I mean, if you want, man, we can go ahead and jump into the first one since it is kind of related to the fire. But this one gentleman, well, you'll hear about it in the article. We'll talk about it on the other side.
Today on Coffee Time, remembering Rory Callum Sykes, a story of resilience amid tragedy. The tragic loss of former child actor and motivational speaker Rory Callum Sykes in the recent Los Angeles wildfires has left a profound impact on many. His inspiring life, marked by overcoming significant challenges, has become a powerful reminder of both personal strength and the devastating consequences of natural disasters. A life of triumph over adversity. Rory Callum Sykes, born on July 29, 1992, in West Yorkshire, UK, faced immense challenges from birth. Born blind and with cerebral palsy, he defied expectations through extensive surgeries and therapies, regaining his sight and learning to walk. His determination led him to an early acting career, starring in the British art TV show Kitty Cappers in 1998, which brought him national recognition. Beyond acting, Rory dedicated his life to philanthropy and motivational speaking. In 2005, he co-founded the Happy Charity, focusing on supporting individuals with disabilities and empowering others to overcome personal challenges. His voice resonated with many, sharing a message of hope and perseverance. The tragedy in Malibu. On January 8, 2025, the Palisades Fire, part of the devastating wildfires sweeping through California, reached the Sykes' 17-acre estate in Malibu. Rory was inside his self-contained cottage when the fire approached. His mother, Shelley Sykes, bravely tried to fight the flames, even attempting to extinguish embers on the roof despite a broken arm and water supply issues. Tragically, she was unable to prevent the fire from engulfing Rory's cottage. He succumbed to carbon monoxide poisoning as the flames consumed the structure. Wider impact of the wildfires. The Palisades Fire has ravaged over 21,000 acres, destroying thousands of structures and claiming numerous lives. Firefighters continue to battle harsh conditions, with dry weather and strong winds making containment efforts even more challenging. Rory's death personalizes the broader tragedy, emphasizing the devastating toll these wildfires have taken on families and communities across California. Global condolences and legacy. Rory's passing has drawn widespread condolences from around the world. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese expressed heartfelt sympathies and confirmed consular support for the Sykes family. Those who knew Rory have celebrated his legacy as a beacon of resilience, compassion, and determination. His life serves as a reminder not only of the power of personal courage, but also of the urgent need for continued efforts to prevent and manage the growing threat of wildfires. What are your thoughts on Rory's inspiring legacy and the ongoing challenges posed by wildfires? Let's take a moment to reflect and honor his incredible life. Now, back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
So I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about this gentleman other than what we heard here. I was doing a little math in my head. He was like 32, 34 years old or something like that. So tragically, he lost his life very early. But I just thought it was amazing, that he overcame, blindness and cerebral palsy. You know what I'm saying? And was able to make it happen, man, and, I want to think that he lived his best life for as long as he could until, this tragedy came through there and burned his house up,
Yes,
so.
yes. I wonder if he knew there were fires going on, or he didn't want to evacuate, or what was the situation. Man, and his mom with a broken arm fighting the flames and putting water on the roof and all that, trying to get him out, from him fainting and stuff like that, from the carbon monoxide.
Right.
It is sad, even if the mom lost her life too, it is sad that they had to lose their life. Um, it is great that he overcame, and even due to blindness and due to his other disability, he was able to act, be a motivational speaker, to inspire other people, to overcome their disability. That's a great thing, when you have somebody that speaks publicly of overcoming and speaks about motivation and getting people out of that hole, lifting them up, helping them out, and things like that. So it is tragic that that young gentleman had to lose his life in this wildfire.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know, Britt. Did you ever watch
N-
him when he was on TV?
No, I've never heard of this gentleman, but his story seems really inspiring. I mean, like Pedro, I'm just curious, did they not want to evacuate? Like I don't know. I just, my condolences, and he sounds like he was a very inspirational person. We have some comments. God first said good morning, and Mean Daily said grand rising. So thank you guys for your comments.
Oh, thank you very much. And I mean, yeah, I mean, of course, our condolences go out to the Sykes family as well as everyone else. Not only in the Palisades fire, but all the California wildfires. For again, a lot of people don't understand the dynamics of LA County. LA County is very vast. I mean, as Brittany was saying yesterday, you can go all the way from the beach up to the desert, and, hit all of, forests and just all kind of stuff in between. We just got a lot going on. And, just so people kind of get an understanding, there's a mountain ridge that runs basically out here where I'm at in San Bernardino all the way to the water. Out here we call it the San Bernardino Mountains. As they get closer, they turn into the San Gabriel Mountains, and then what is it?
Gar,
Uh,
what's it called? Garfield, like the park right there, the observatory, the
Griffith
zoo.
Park.
Yeah,
Griffith
Griffith
Park.
Park.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah, Griffith Park. You got Malibu. I, I mean, that's this again. That mountain range runs all the way to the water,
Oh
all the way
wow.
to the ocean. So, when that wildfire caught, and the wind's blowing west, it just hopscotched along the mountain peaks and made its way all the way down there, man. And eventually,
Yeah,
it did a lot of damage, a lot of
uh,
damage. And
yeah,
it's not over. It's. I mean, none of these fires are fully contained yet. So
yeah, yeah.
man, I just right now I'm just so grateful to first responders. I'm grateful for our surrounding states and whatnot that have sent equipment and resources our way to help out with this stuff. So thank you for everyone that's out there putting their life on the line, trying to save as many lives and as much property as they can. I truly do appreciate that.
Yes, yes. We appreciate the help. We have different firefighters from different states, even different countries. We got Mexican firefighters that came up and is helping with the fires. Our neighbors, our country neighbors are helping out, guys. So to be negative against our neighbors and talk negative about them and stuff like that, that our leadership does, I think it's uncalled for because now we need funding. Now they're holding up the funding over our heads, like, well, I think we need to do something about the leadership when we should be praising the firefighters. We should be worrying about that last. We should be worrying about the people on the ground, the people affected due to the wildfires that's been happening in these different cities. A lot of people got displaced. People haven't had electricity, water, um, they can even drink from the faucet, take showers, or other things like that. And then you have people that are in hotels and motels and stuff like that. And, you know, I know for some people that are millionaires and better off, they could afford a few weeks or month or whatever. But we have people that were elderly, are in Social Security, that to afford one of these rooms is gonna be tough, and especially for a month or however it may be until they're able to maybe checkle up with family or head down to somewhere else. It's devastating to some, and then we have a lot of elderly people that got affected that might not even have family around, to support them. So we have to be giving out aid. We need to be looking out for those folks, for those friends, those family members that may be affected, even strangers. So I know different high schools, different firefighter stations are collecting food, clothing, blankets, especially blankets and stuff like that, because it is cold out there. I know me and my better half, we went to drop off supplies, at the firefighter station. We got them Powerade, we got them chips, we got them bread, we got them different like snacks, like crackers and things like that, and they were happy. They were happy to receive it. They were like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," And we went out there to Pasadena, and guys, it smells like straight soot. After the fire has been burned, and there's kind of like water and fire and stuff. Man, you could smell it. Even though it didn't smell like fire, it smelled like the after smell. And even then, that we went over there and we parked and we were walking around, there were still uh, um, like leaves from the trees because of because of fall and all that stuff. I know it's winter, but we still have leaves coming down to the floor, gathering in the gutter lane. Even though they had a fire, there was a lot of leaves in the gutter lane and all that. That's from the wind and all that, from 80-mile winds blowing all those leaves out. So there's still a lot of vegetation on the floor that
Yeah.
just laying there, that it could have been dangerous if we didn't have help from different firefighter stations and outside help, because it could have been more drastic. It could have been more worse because they were still on leaves, dry leaves in the floor, in the concrete, in the sidewalk, on the gutter lane and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, the main thing is, this is not the time to point fingers and whatever. This is the time to make sure that the first responders and those that's out there, putting their life on the line right now, make sure they have everything they need. I do know that our current president, he's already signed paperwork making sure that the federal government will cover 100% of those hotel costs and stuff that you were talking about, Pedro.
Mm.
Just, I mean, we have to, because corporate America, I mean, we always talk about this. Corporate America, they don't want to spend money. So my point being is, a lot of these insurance companies are literally leaving California. They're not providing fire insurance for our residents and all this other kind of stuff. So now we're left to depend, on our federal government to help us out. I mean, if we can't buy insurance, how are we supposed to replace our homes and stuff when they get burnt down, right?
Right.
I mean, even if we got to pay a little extra for it or whatever, to me, it's worth it, because insurance is just what it says. It's insurance just in case something happens. I mean, man, I wouldn't care if I had to pay that insurance for 10 years or more. And, just the peace of mind of knowing that if something were to happen, I'm good. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, insurance is, like I say, is just something you pay into and hope you never have to use.
Right.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, like I said, all of our thoughts and prayers and best wishes and all that stuff go out to all of them first responders. I thank you again from the bottom of my heart for what you're trying to do to help out.
Yeah, yeah. We thank you, and then that note, guys, we will cut to a quick break, and we will be back.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United.
You need assistance with iOS? Or are you curious what iOS is? Perhaps you're seeking tips and tricks on how to use JAWS on your Windows machine. Or maybe you would like to participate in our popular support group led by Dominic. Or maybe join us for movie nights on Friday, where we watch and discuss the movie of the night. For more information, please email us at info@blindunited.org. Once again, that's info@blindunited.org. You can also follow us on Facebook for real-time updates and community interactions. We look forward to connecting with you.
All right. Well, so the next couple articles we got are, some very useful apps that a lot of us use. And, again, I like especially the one that we're going to talk about first. I'll tell you, it's kind of sad that they have to do what they're doing, but, I understand it. So anyway, we'll jump into this one. This is all about, for those that may know of the app, it's called Oko, OKO. And I'll let you hear more about it, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
Today on Coffee Time, Oko navigation app moves to subscription model. Oko, the AI-powered navigation app designed to assist users with navigating their environment more confidently, has recently transitioned from a free service to a subscription-based model. This shift aims to ensure the app's continued development and sustainability while maintaining high-quality features for its users. New subscription model overview. Cost. The app now requires a yearly subscription fee of $29.99. Trial period. New users can access a 14-day free trial before committing to the paid model. Reason for the shift. The developers cited increasing costs related to maintaining and expanding the app's AI-driven features as the primary reason for the transition. User reactions. The move has sparked mixed feedback from the Oko community. Criticism. Some users expressed frustration over the shift, particularly those who had relied on the free version for their daily navigation needs. Support. Others recognize the necessity of financial sustainability to maintain and enhance such a sophisticated accessibility tool. Developers' response. The Oko development team has emphasized their ongoing commitment to providing a high-quality, AI-powered navigation experience. They continue to focus on delivering innovative features while acknowledging the importance of balancing affordability with the need for ongoing development. Key features of Oko. AI-powered navigation provides detailed, real-time turn-by-turn directions. Intersection assistance. The app recognizes pedestrian signals and alerts users when it's safe to cross the street. Enhanced safety, designed to empower individuals, particularly those with visual impairments, to navigate more independently and safely. This subscription change reflects a broader conversation about balancing innovation, accessibility, and financial sustainability in the tech industry. What do you think about this transition? Should assistive technologies rely on user contributions to remain viable, or should they prioritize accessibility above all? Now, back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
Well, so like I was saying before we got started with it, I understand the need to charge, with AI and it takes a lot to run AI, you know what I'm saying? So, my thing with it is this: you get a lot of disgruntled users when you start for free and then add a subscription to it. I think it's just more feasible. Just, just come out the box and charge. Now, what they're charging, what is it, 39?
No, 29.
Was it 49?
No, 29. Carol.
29.
29. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
$29 for a year is not bad. It's really not. My understanding is it works really, really good. I used it a lot. I mean, I've tried it out and it works fine. Especially in those areas where you don't necessarily have audible signals. I mean, I haven't tried it out at all since they've added the turn by turn directions. You know what I'm saying? GPS stuff to it. But again, whatever works for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something I don't use, but if somebody else can use it, man, I'm all about it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever helps somebody do what they need to do to improve their life, I'm with it. So I just wish that you know, like I said, if when they got started, if they'd have started charging a little subscription, then it wouldn't be kind of upsetting folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Well, um, I have a few things to talk about that. I understand why they need to go to a subscription based. Um, plus, they're providing a turn by turn directions and improving the application is key to changing to a subscription model if you're going to be giving new features. There's an app that turned subscription based just to turn subscription based, but has not giving any new features out. And I believe if that happens, there's a problem if the app is not updating or adding new features. You're paying basically, just to pay. But a lot of these applications that I noticed, they give you new features. They build on what they're building on what they have and improving it, even bug decoding and things like that cost money,
Yeah.
you know, and maintaining, depending on the type of application you have. If you're retaining data, it's going to cost you for holding that data somewhere. I know PixieBot is a great application, um, and you could buy it, but maintaining the AI models that it has and the value is pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, the value is pretty good. Um, so getting the video descriptions, having the different models, like they have Llama, they have the new Nova, they have the Gemini Pro, and other models like the 4.0. Well, actually, the 4.0, the negative 4.0. So they have pretty great models there that you can shuffle through to get a better liking of your descriptions. I think you can even get different get different results with the different AIs. And if you like a certain AI and then you're into that, you could probably even go to their website and subscribe to their AI, you know. But even if you have a subscription to ChatGPT, you can upload an image to the app and see what the image says. You could have it go, you could do it that way. But man, I believe as long as you're getting something back, the user is getting new features, debugging, and updates and things like that. I think maybe charging a subscription model is okay, but remembering that most of us that are disabled or elderly are on a fixed income.
Well, I mean, and so, kind of piggybacking on what you're saying, Pedro, like with OKO, right? Uh, when they first came out, really all they did was, help you get across the street safely, right? Then they started adding the GPS with the turn by turn and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I get it. It takes a lot. You got to pay folks to keep all of this stuff updated and all this other kind of stuff. So I get it. But at the same time, because you started with a free version, okay, uh, I think it was, I know Envision and a couple others. When they first came out, they had a free version, and then they had a subscription version. So I think if they would have, kept a, basic free version, even if it only just helped you get across, the intersections and stuff like that, right? And then if you wanted the full package, for $30 a year, cool, you know. And then, a lot of them, like with Envision, I know they offered a one-time lifetime subscription for like 50, $70 or something like that. And you don't have to worry about it no more. So, I mean, you gotta have different price points, like you said, because, most of the folks in our community, I hate to say it, we're on fixed incomes, and, not everybody can afford that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, having another thing that is happening not only to us in our community, this is happening across the country and it's companies with the subscription based. Let's say you have 10 subscriptions at $14, $10, $30. Hey, it stacks up. It could be 150, $200 a month for subscriptions. So I understand the 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 concern of our community and wanting to overlook their money because we need to budget and stuff like that. But I could give you a few tips. You can use Voice Vista, Lazarillo for navigation. Um, and I say this because there used to a popular app. It used to be called Blind Square.
right,
If y'all heard of it, drop a comment, let me know. But Blind Square was 30 or $40, okay, for navigating. Okay. Now, I don't even know if people still use that app because we have Lazarillo, Good Maps Outdoors, Good Maps, Voice Vista, Apple Maps, even though they're not that great, Google Maps, even though they do got turn by turns, but they ain't that great. But all these other apps kind of piggyback off of the last two I said. But you have all those free applications right there you can use that substitutes what Blind Square was doing. At the time, I was thinking like what 2 years ago or two almost 3 years ago, I was thinking of buying the app Blind Square, you know, but I did not. I stuck to Lazarillo and other navigating apps and things like that. You know, they didn't even give you a free trial. I didn't want to spend that much money if I didn't like the app. If I had a free trial, I could try it out and see the features it had and what can I do with it. And if it gives me more than these free apps give me, it would have been all dope. Because honestly, with good maps indoors, with good maps, I can be in a mall and point my phone around and it would tell me what store am I pointing to. I don't know
right,
if Blind
Oh
Square had that
wow.
feature, you know? And then we got Lazarillo and Good Maps. Lazarillo, I could get a route and also kind of point, and it would tell me the stores around me, like the structures, what they are, or which way to head. It would say head straight, and now right, and the theater should be on your left hand and stuff like that,
right,
And then
right.
Voice Vista has unique features like how when I dropped in my Unseen Adventures channel three top tips for navigating as a blind person, and one of them was having your cane, having a good tip on your cane that you prefer. Number two was a good navigation app, and I pointed to Voice Vista because of my recommendation of the third device. Good Bluetooth headphones, even if it's um ones that hang on your ear that let you hear every surrounding you. You're when you're walking like myself, or the Meta Ray Bans. And I use the feature, the open air audio, that Voice Vista. When there's a store on your left, it shoots the voice on your left speaker,
Yeah,
and then there's a store on your right. the sound comes out on your right speaker, the voice, and tells you the store and everything. Now, a plus about Voice Vista is you can set markers, and I believe that's a great feature. Having to set markers, and you could point your phone towards the marker, and it could tell you that directly straight ahead by the sound cues, and you could follow that to the marker you laid out.
Right.
And then another good feature that I noticed in Voice Vista is sleep mode. You can make the GPS go to sleep and wake you up when you're 500 feet away from your location, 1,000 feet, or a mile and a half or two. So if you're in your transportation, you can start getting ready because you know your destination is coming and it saves battery. So there is workarounds. There's different applications you can utilize if you're trying to save money, but it takes knowing about these applications and other things like that and putting them to use. So you know, those are my three tips for navigating having a good Bluetooth headphone. If it's both bone condensing or what I saw last year in CSUN, those by Sony, I forgot what they were called, but they had some earbuds and then they had some over the ear headphones, meaning they go around your earlobe and they hang on right around your ear canal. They don't go in, they don't cover it or anything that lets sound in. And Sony also had developed some good earbuds that you put them in your ear, but it has like a circle, like a hole right there in the earpiece. So when you put them inside, you can still hear your surroundings.
Right. Your ears are not plugged up because of putting it in your ear.
Well, the earbuds do go in your ear, but they have the way they're built, they let sound in, and that's pretty dope.
Well, that's
You
what I
know.
mean. Even though it's in your ear and it has
Hmm.
your ear canal filled, it has access to the surrounding, the
Correct.
natural sound going on around you. It comes through. So
Hmm.
it's almost like, okay, yeah, you're cool, it's in there, but you can still hear somebody sitting right next to you talking
And
without
that's
any
important.
distraction.
Yes.
What was
Yes.
that
Important
you
when you
said,
don't
Kel?
see. I was just saying, and that's really important. I need to get something like that because, as I'm walking, I want to be able to hear the outside because my ears are my eyes. So
Right.
That's how
I
I feel,
need
Carol.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my ears and my eyes, and also having a being able to kind of hear the sound with the little echolocation that I have. I need like no device over my ear or around my ear because I need to, even though Sony had us in mind to develop these earbuds or regular people because we hear about ladies kind of getting crept on when they had their headphones on and stuff like that and not hearing the person behind them. Um, Even though they're like that you could hear your surroundings, even though I could get that sound, it's not like my original earlobe that I already developed the way the sound moves. And with those earbuds, I couldn't hear that's the way sound moves. But if you
Right.
just want to hear your surroundings, they're really, really good. But even the headphones too. So,
Well, plus when we're taught, O&M, right? We're taught to use our ears to navigate. We got to
Right.
listen to the flow of the traffic. We got to listen to whether cars are accelerating or braking, and
hmm
just all which way the traffic's flowing, and all kind of different things. And when you put on all these other devices that block that stuff, you're not 100% sure that what you're hearing is accurate. So on that note, Britt, we got any more comments down there? I guess we lost Britt. Okay.
yeah, maybe so. I'll cut to a quick break and I'll check those out.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United. You can go to customcane.com. That's custom with a K, guys. And what Custom Cane does is they sell cane and cane accessories. It's like Burger King. You can have it your way. You can get a pink cane, a blue cane, a rainbow cane, a Broncos cane, a Chargers cane, a cane with the Braille alphabet, a cane with your name on it. Whatever you want, whatever type of handle you want, whatever type of tip you want. If you want an aircraft aluminum cane, if you want an all-terrain cane, telescoping cane, any type of cane, Custom Cane has it.
All right. Anybody down there, Pedro, or did we miss anybody?
Yeah, there's a few. Mary Hampton09 said, "Hi, cousin. It's Mary."
That's my cousin. How you doing, Mary? Thanks for listening in, baby.
Hey,
Also,
Mary.
we have God First, prayers for LA. Thank you, God First.
Thanks, Danielle.
And also, she said, God First said, the app should be, I think the app should remain free, you know. But yeah, there is workarounds, God First, you know. So, yeah, so there is workarounds, but there is, I think, yeah, you know, they might need to go to a subscription based income, because sometimes holding that retention, that data, licensing these maps from like Apple or Google, depending who they have, does cost money.
Right. So, I mean, again, we understand the reasoning is just, again, I think a better, model to go with is, okay, as you start adding them features, okay, now you can still offer a basic, thing for free. And then, if you need or want these other features, then, okay, that's where the subscription come into play. So,
Yeah, I think
Right.
I think you have I think that's a good idea, Ed, right there. And we could move on to the next article, but yeah, I think that's a good idea because it works out for both parties, meaning us, we get a free thing to use, and for the developers and the app owners, they can even, if people like their free thing, they'd be like, well, you know what, let me just get the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
well, then let's bring something else into the mix before we bounce on this, right? If you're out there working, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can write all this stuff on your taxes,
Mm.
so that'll help you on, as far as your deductions and stuff on your taxes are concerned. But, for those that are, unemployed and, on that fixed income, sometimes it's just not feasible for them to be able to do it. So let's we'll talk about some other new technology. This one here is more for our visually impaired folks in the community. So check this out. I think this was pretty cool.
Today on Coffee Time, we're spotlighting the Cloverbook Pro, a versatile and portable video magnifier designed to empower individuals with low vision. This advanced assistive device blends clarity, flexibility, and ease of use, making it a valuable tool for educational, professional, and personal tasks. Key features of the Cloverbook Pro: vivid display and high magnification. The 12.5-inch Full HD matte touchscreen provides sharp visuals, while its 4K camera offers magnification levels from 1x to 60x for close viewing. Text-to-speech functionality. With optical character recognition, OCR, the Cloverbook Pro can scan and read full letter-sized pages aloud, ideal for extended reading. Distance and self-viewing. A discrete fold-out camera allows for distance viewing up to 18x magnification and self-viewing, enhancing its adaptability for various tasks. Portability and design. Weighing under 5 pounds with a foldable design and a protective carry case, it's easy to take wherever you go. User-friendly controls. Choose between tactile controls for magnification and contrast adjustments or touchscreen navigation based on personal preference. Extended battery life. With 4 to 5 hours of continuous use, the device ensures long-lasting functionality throughout the day. Split screen and expandable display. The split screen feature allows users to view both close and distance images simultaneously. Additionally, an optional second 12.5-inch screen can be added for an expanded view. Applications across settings. Education. Perfect for students needing magnification for reading textbooks and viewing presentations simultaneously. Professional use. Assists professionals with document reading and note-taking during meetings. Home use. Ideal for personal reading, writing, and hobbies with the convenience of easy storage. The Cloverbook Pro stands out for its blend of functionality and convenience, offering a comprehensive solution to meet the diverse needs of individuals with low vision. Now, back to the coffee time crew for their thoughts.
I mean, I'm just thinking about, when I was transitioning into darkness, that, man, this would have been something really cool to have. And I like the other little feature they got on here where it has a little fold out camera to where, in essence, you can use this as a mirror. You know what I'm saying? And you can magnify it up. And, for the lady, you can get your makeup and stuff on and whatever, different stuff like that. So, man, I think this is a really, really cool device for our visually impaired folks in the community.
Yes, yes. Use it in different. Also, Tisha. Good morning. Sorry, that was a comment. So, good morning,
Good
Tisha.
morning, Tisha.
Good morning, Fish.
Yeah, so this could be used several different ways. Reading documents, even if you want to put makeup, or even for a dude, you want to check out glasses, you want to see how some glasses look on you, and you need to magnify that sense of it. Or you shaving and you want to look if your beard is straight and stuff like that. You
Right,
know, you can
Yeah.
even roll up on a fast food place inside and then look up there and see the menu. Could be or at a restaurant. You know what I
right.
mean?
And
So
what I liked
even
about it, oh, I'm
hmm
sorry, Pedro. What I liked about it, it said it was less than 5 pounds. Where before I transitioned to darkness, I had this big old CCTV, and it's heavy, it was bulky, it took up a lot of space. This sounds like something that I would have loved to have had before I transitioned into darkness.
yeah, yeah. Even now the CCTVs have got smaller, Carol. They got some that are just a little stand when you put your iPad on top and your
Hmm.
iPad becomes a screen. But yeah, this sounds great for people that have low vision or high vision, or people that can't see from far. Because if you're, let's say, for example, in a concert or in a show, and you point it to to the stage, you'll be able to see what's going on.
Man,
You
that's
know.
60x magnification.
Yeah,
Man,
Hmm.
60. And it says
Yeah,
it
wow.
splits the screen as well, so you
you could
can
look.
Yeah,
look far and close at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. That hey, that's a nifty
That's
feature right there.
cool.
You
Yes.
can look down the street to see who's coming. If it's your parent, your son, whoever it may be. You know what I mean?
right, right.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
So I know they had a telescopic device, but this could be handy for that too. Even seeing street signs, different signs, or even let's say for the national convention when there is hundreds, even up to thousands of people in a place, and you want to look around and look at the signs, because sometimes when you go to these conventions, they got signs on top that says like Inglewood, Bernardino, Pathfinder, or whatever it may be, LA, different states, and you could find those.
right.
Yeah,
But
so
I
Yeah.
never did hear the price of it. Did they say anything about how much it cost?
No, they did not. No, they did not,
Okay.
Carol.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, again, and here's we go back to that same old issue. Price is probably gonna be, hopefully it's not outrageous, but when a lot of these folks are building in devices for the blind, visually impaired community, or even within the disabled community as a whole, right?
Yes.
Right.
They're not necessarily expecting us to pay for that. They're
Mm,
expecting us to have a rehab case, and the state, ultimately, the federal government's paying for it.
gotcha.
So they're creating a business model where they're making their money off of, in essence, they're making their money off the taxpayers, not the consumer. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, they're making the money off the taxpayer. You're right. I also have seen like and for example at CSUN they had a laser driven camera. It beams the image through your to your retina, Ed, if you
yeah.
got glaucoma.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, so it beams it into your retina so you could get the picture. So it bypasses your lens and all that and goes to your retina through a laser, and you just put this eye. It's like it's like the telescopical thing, but you put it in like your eye, like you're looking into it, and it will shoot the laser into your retina.
It's
Oh,
a
wow.
Pedro.
Huh?
It's called an ocular.
I don't know. I
No,
don't.
I had one. It's called an ocular. It's
Oh,
it's basically like a one-eyed telescope kind of
yes,
thing. Yeah.
yes. Well, this thing looks like that. It just you put this to look like at your eye, and then you can have the camera in your palm, looking around and stuff like that.
What?
Yeah, if you have glaucoma and stuff. I remember that was a device. I told them that they should look at the rehab and see if the rehab could maybe purchase and go that route because the device was kind of expensive. It was new.
Yeah.
It was a new type of technology.
And
Well,
I have glaucoma, so oof, I'd love to see with that.
I try to get a video when I'm at this convention this later on this year. We, as Blind United, will be going live for a few, a few minutes here and there, so we could talk to you folks and tell y'all what we've seen. But even that aside, we might drop some videos. But we get a layout on how it is. But this conference is coming. I'm about to catch up on the news about this CES conference happening in Vegas because man, I've been out of the loop. I haven't even sat down and opened up to look at all that.
right. Well, I highlighted that conference a
Mm-hmm.
week or so ago. That was coming up, and a lot of great accessibility tech coming up there as well. I mean, even though that one is more mainstream driven,
Yeah,
they
that's
do
what
have,
about it.
uh, but they do still have a lot of accessibility stuff going on over there as well. So, but
Yes.
yeah, uh, again, we will be invading CSUN as Blind United, and we're gonna bring you guys back as much information on as much new stuff as we can find, and you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do at Blind United. We just want to share information and resources to everybody that may not have the opportunity to come to California and do CSUN, or make it to Vegas and go do well, it's Consumer Electronics Show, conference or something like that. But that's what we do. We're just trying to let people know what's out there. As we ourselves use things, we want to give you what our feedback is on it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's always up to you to make your decision. Again, what works for me, may not work for Pedro, right? So, again, we just want to share it, and then you guys can make up your mind of whether you feel it's going to work for you or whether it fits in your price point. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to continue to do that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, yeah. So there's several different devices for the type of blindness you might have or visually impairments, because I know we have high partials and low partials, but there should be a new category. There should be some mid partials and stuff like that. But because sometimes I feel like some mid partials get categorized as high partials, even though they might be on a lower spectrum.
Right.
Then, you know,
Well, it goes back to people not understanding blindness in general, Pedro. When we say high partial, low partial, they don't realize there's a very wide spectrum between high and low. You
mm-hmm,
know, I mean, where, I mean, all the way from, where you could be a very high partial and still see some features in a person's face, all the way to a low partial where basically all you're seeing is a silhouette,
Right.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So again, there's a lot there's a lot going on in the blind community. That's all I can tell you,
Yeah,
But
yeah, there is a lot going on in the blind community.
so but anyway, I don't know. We got a few minutes left. Anybody got something they want to add before we get up out of here?
Let me, I don't think so. To tell you the truth.
Let me run down there and see if we got any comments before we get out of here, and we can make sure we acknowledge everybody if you don't mind, my brother.
Hearts and
Uh,
prayers go out to all of you all in California and first responders
yeah,
putting
well,
their lives on the line.
I truly do appreciate that. I mean, I just happen to think that my cousin's in here because if you're still in there, Mary, is Dean Good, uh, her brother? I think he's going to be good. He's east of where most of the stuff jumped off. But I mean, I just happen to think he's in that mountain range. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a few comments. Daniel Solis09 said, "Good morning, everyone. Sounds like somebody's puffing on a vape."
Dan, you know that's me, man.
That's
That's my
why I
boy.
laugh. That's why I laugh. That's Ed in his power bin
I ain't
bin.
smoking no more. Come on, give me a break. I mean, you know.
That's what Daniel said. That was funny. Also, we have God first said, "Thank you for the information. I am not blind, but I really enjoy the topics and discussions in the channel." Hey, God first, I didn't know that about you. All
No,
right,
thanks, Danielle.
let's
Yeah,
show her
Friend of
that's
comment
mine
on.
down here. Yeah.
We're showing her comment on stage. But yeah, so Daniel, that's Ed right there.
he knows. He
Oh, he
already
knows.
know.
He knows.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
She
already
knows.
know.
Y'all heard that
She
song?
knows.
Yeah,
She knows.
he already knows.
Yeah, yeah.
When I was up there with him, I was either vaping or smoking, one or the other. But at least I ain't smoking no more. So
That
that's my
was
boy.
yeah.
That's my
But
buddy in Idaho.
Oh.
yeah, God first, thank you for joining us even though you're not blind and you care about the topics. You know, we try to bring several type of
Well,
topics, but
that's your girl, right, Carol? One of your
It's a
people.
friend of yeah, it's a friend of mine down here, Danielle. Uh-huh.
Okay,
Danielle
well,
Jennings. Thank you, Danielle.
thank you, Danielle.
you put her on
Yeah.
blast, Carol. Don't put her name on blast like that. But yes, we try to cover topics relating to blind, but also relating to life because us as
Yeah.
blind people, we live a normal life. We gather information, we look at the news just like everybody else. We just don't have our vision or may have less vision than others. But different topics we bring.
Right. I mean, again, the same, things that happen to everybody else in that, everyday life, it happens to us as well. And then we just have that extra layer of dealing with it as, with our disability, So, we appreciate you, and I pray to God that you're learning and you're understanding when you see blind folks or visually impaired folks out there now. You have a better understanding of how to interact with them and so on and so forth, and that's always a plus. That's always a plus. So, on that note, I want to thank everybody for coming in and joining us and doing it with us every day like we do. Tomorrow, we do have a guest. We got Miss Carry On Accessibility. She'll be joining us tomorrow. And we're going to hear about her and her book and some of the things she's got going on in her life. So y'all come back tomorrow and join us again tomorrow, and hopefully find what she's got going on in her life is, maybe we can learn something from her. We learn from each other. So.
Yeah, we learn from each other. She's an author, and we would like to get a little bit about her book, a little synopsis, at least about her book and her ventures and what she's up to. She's bringing new books and other entertainment things to the plate. Also, for those listening on Facebook or YouTube, like, subscribe. If you love the content, share with someone that would appreciate the content, guys, so we could keep growing and bringing this information straight to you. Also, if you're on YouTube, hit that notification bell. You know how that goes. And to our commenters, thank you for commenting. You guys are always great, always commenting, always have some other insight and other points that you let us know that bring something to the conversation. So thank you for your comments.
A little quick, what we want to put, whatever we want to call it, that we're getting ready to do. For those that are looking to have something special for your partner, your mate, loved one on Valentine's coming up, we are creating jingles. So we can give you a personalized jingle for that special someone in your life. So again, Pedro's working on it. We're going to have a little ad about it coming up real soon. But we're going to be just trying to do stuff new, unique, and stuff like that. So hopefully, folks come out and participate in that. I think we're going to charge, I believe we're talking about $10 a song or whatever to have a personalized song that, once you get that audio clip, you can turn it into a ringtone or, whatever you want to do with it. And, that way when that special someone calls you, or the person that gives it to you calls you, you can set that as their ringtone. That way okay, that's my girl right there. That's my man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, everybody come back, join us again tomorrow, and everybody have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day.